Welcome into this video about presets. First, we need to understand what they are and how to set them up because they are one of the most powerful features we have on the Dubb platform. So a preset is a customized landing page that you can have on Dubb. You send someone a Dubb video, they click on the animated GIF that you've sent them, and it will take them directly here to the video landing page, which is customizable, and again, we call it a preset. Now on this page, we have a number of different things. We have at the top, your logo. So instead of the Dubb logo, it would be your logo. You're also going to get an image behind the video player that you can upload. You can kind of see it peeking out the top back over here. You also are going to get the video that you actually recorded, right? The video you recorded onto Dubb. And then below that video, you're going to have your playlist. And the playlist is so important because not only do these videos bring more information for your recipient, but also it allows you so you don't have to repeat yourself every time. You send that video out to someone and then you have a playlist video that you record one time, play right after it talking about your product or service or what you do, saves your breath, you record it once, and it's right there after the initial video that you've recorded. It will run right into the next video. Playlists can also have testimonials, video testimonials, which are incredibly powerful as well. Now below the playlist, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. And these can be links to websites. These can be documents people can download or a contract. These can be booking a time in your calendar. These can be a form that you can fill out. These can be email, call, text. Now note that call and text, SMS, will only show up on mobile, not on the desktop. And we have a whole nother video about CTAs. And then below that, over here, you have your calendar integration, of course, at the bottom, right here. They click on that, they can book a time in your calendar. And you also have right over here, right next to me, SIA, our Sales Interactive Assistant. Now we have a whole training on this that's separate about SIA, but in short, you can educate SIA to be your sales GPT instead of ChatGPT. You can teach SIA about what you do, your products or services. There can be FAQ buttons down here at the bottom. They can ask questions right there down at the bottom and interact with SIA. And also you can educate SIA with website links and PDFs. So it is literally your sales assistant. The reason we put it on here is because when people decide that, maybe they're not ready to click this button down here, this CTA, to book a time, or whatever action you wanted them to take, maybe they still have some important questions, and SIA helps answer those questions. So again, this is called a preset. It's a customized landing page that when someone clicks on your animated GIF from your video that you send, it will take them here. Now let's look at how we set this up. Here we are inside the Dubb dashboard, and one of the first things you're going to have to do to set up a preset is you're going to come over here and under Assets, then you're going to click Presets right here. So let me jump in here and do that. I'm going to click on Presets right here. It's going to take me over to this page here. I'm going to close this little tutorial video on how to set up presets. And then we have a list of presets here. We have a number of presets. Now we have a default preset that means anytime I record a video, that preset is going to be attached to it, and we'll dive into that in a second. But let's just say we wanted to set up a new preset. What we're going to do is select the blue button here, and then it's going to open up the preset. Now we're going to give the preset a name so we know internally what the preset is for. For instance, if I was in real estate and I wanted to have a preset set up for sellers, I would put seller preset. If it was for buyers, I'd put buyer preset. So whatever industry you're in, you can segment the audience in terms of the name of the preset for that audience. Now, as soon as we decide the sharing options, whether it's just with myself, it could be with the team, whoever you want to decide to share it with, they'll be able to view that video. The owner of the video is the person that created it and owns the video. The video description will show below the video in terms of what the video is about if you want the description there. Now, the description entered in the preset will not be applied if the video already has a description already listed there. It just won't show. We also have a video template down here that you can use to set it up. And these are the call to action buttons right here. These are the buttons you saw below the video that I showed you in the earlier example. Now, what you can do here is when you use this, I'll show you how you use it. You can come in here, click the little drop down, or click in here, and it'll give you some choices. I'll just put this as an example. Become a Dubb partner. That's a button. I can click the blue plus button here. I can add another one. I can search in here. I'm going to add that one. So you can keep adding CTAs and just put in the ones that you want. And you can delete them if you want to. You can edit. And you can also physically change the order. So I can slide this one all the way to the top if I want to, or I can move it back wherever I want to put it. Now below here, like I mentioned before, we have a whole training on SIAs and sales assistants that you can set up. You would do that here, choose the one that you want. Here is the playlist of videos that you saw before, the videos in the playlist below your initial video. You can click in here. I'll just drop this as an example. Plus button, find another video that you want, and so on. You can keep adding these. Again, you can delete or add, and you can physically move these up or down, whatever order you want to put them in. And below here, you have your video options. Now, most of these are self-explanatory, but if you need an explanation, just scroll over the tooltip and it'll give it to you. So a lot of different options down here. You can decide to hide your playlist if you want to, hide the time bar, all kinds of options, allow video download, all kinds of options in here with the video options. Then below here, you can tag the videos. So maybe they're for a certain portion of the audience, like we talked about before. You can tag them so they're ordered in your presets. Now you can also do the sharing option, just like we had at the top, right? Share, decide with yourself or your team. You have privacy selections here that you can choose from. You also have colors. What's the player color, the video player color? What's the button color? What's the text color? How about the tile, frame, header? All of this can be chosen right within here for your page. Then you have the background image. You saw that in the last example I had. It had a little image poking out at the top right there. You can go in here and put a theme in for whatever you want to look for. We have a lot of stock images in here that you can choose from. Or if you want to upload your own image, just be aware that it has to be 1280 by 720. And then the last part here is the layout, centered and left justified. Left justified happens every once in a while. Most everyone goes with the centered layout, as you can see here. And then all you have to do is cancel if you didn't like it, or you can click save and close, and it will save it, and then close the window here. Now, as I mentioned before, when you go into presets, here are the list of presets we have. We have a ton of pages on presets. But like I also mentioned before, this default one right here, when it says default, that means anytime I record a video, the buttons, the playlist videos, the branding, the layout, it will always look like that automatically because it's defaulted unless I change it. So anytime I record a video, it's always going to show like this. These buttons, these pages, this layout. That's my default. But over here on the video edit page, when you save a video into Dubb, it takes you here. There's a little drop down right here. And see how the check mark says Rob's preset, right? That's my default. So this video that I recorded, this particular video, has that preset attached. Now I can change it to any other one that I want here. These are some of the presets we have just listed right here. I can change that. So what I can do is I'm going to click here and just click Ruben LinkedIn. And as soon as I do that, it's going to refresh. And then I'm going to open it up in a new window. And you're going to see that it is completely changed. Totally different. Blank background. Different sign up button down here. Notice the description, the video description right here above that, and the button. So very different. And the navigation window that pops up when you try to move away. Exit intent pop up. And when I look at the default, see how different it is? This is my default, and this is the one I changed it to. So you have that ability to change every video preset right from that video in particular. Now the last important point about presets, as an example, you want the presets to speak to the segment of your audience that you're trying to relate to. So as an example, if I was in recruitment and I represented employers and I represented the candidates, well, I'd want a preset landing page for the employers and a preset landing page for the candidates. And also within those different realms, I would want the breakdowns of the industry. So if I was in recruitment and I did tech recruitment, I did healthcare recruitment, I would want a page for healthcare and a page for tech. If I was in real estate and I did both buyers and sellers, I would want a preset page for buyers and a preset page for sellers. And that can be done along every industry line. And that way, when you send these out to people, it feels like you're sending it directly to them and you're speaking directly to them. And that's how you want to look at the presets. Again, one of the most powerful features that we have in the Dubb platform. See you at the next video.